Okay, now the One UI 8.5 beta is expected very soon. I'm not sure about the date, maybe somewhere around 8th of this month. That is the rumor which is floating around on the internet. But beforehand, we have already got our hands on a few of the applications, the system apps on One UI 8.5. The APKs have been leaked and it's available all over X. And in today's video, we are going to take a look at one important application which has got a complete overhaul. That is the clock on One UI 8.5. On the left hand side, I have got the current version of clock running on One UI 8.0. Let's open that. This is the S24 Ultra. And here on the S25 Ultra, I've got the brand new clock application from One UI 8.5. Let's open that. The moment you open it, you can see the difference here. The background has changed. It's a darker background on the current version, and on the newer version we have got grayish background on which we have got these darker tabs, the alarms that we have created, and on the top we have got some suggestion here, group related alarms, and again you can see we have got this gradient capsule right here which says create a group, and at the bottom you can see we have got the floating icon bar here in a capsule, and here this is the older version and the newer version definitely looks pretty cool. Now you can see the font is also bolder on the newer version. And we can just tap on plus button to create an alarm. Let me tap on plus button here. This page seems to be same. There is no much of a difference here, but let me show you the big difference, the big change here. Let's go to the world clock. And there we go. We have got this beautiful background of the maps, which just looks incredible. And on this, the cities are mentioned here with the weather information. Again, the clock font is bold here. You can see I have selected a few cities over here. These are the cities where it's currently night time. Tbilisi, Bangalore, Tokyo, and in New York it's morning 9:07 a.m. and in London it's 2:07 p.m. So there is some difference in the colors over here. And let's tap on plus button here to add a city. Let's search for a city here. Maybe Dubai, and add it right over here like this. And it gets added. The animation is pretty smooth here. It is a little different animation that we have compared to the previous version. You can actually feel it. And you can see the brand new feature, which is right over here. You can see a new icon, which is not available here. Let me tap on this. This is time zone converter. And it looks pretty cool, and to use it, it's actually brilliant. I'm sure you're going to love this feature, especially if you're someone who travel around. What this does is this allows us to compare the time in different cities. At the bottom we have got this time bar here. As you can see, it's minus 123 hours, plus 123 hours. I can change the time by swiping on this. You can see the time is changing in all these cities over here. What this means is, let's say currently if my local time is 4:39 p.m. Abu Dhabi is 3:09, Tokyo is 8:09. If I reduce the time in my local city here, let's say if it is 2:39 p.m., then Abu Dhabi's time is this, Tokyo's time is this, New York time is this. That's how we compare and convert the time depending on the zone. And if you want to add more cities, you can just tap on plus and add more cities for the time zone converter. That's a brilliant feature which has been added. May not be useful for everybody, but definitely for some of you guys would be using it more often. Next, let's tap on the stopwatch. This is the stopwatch, guys. Look at this. We've got this beautiful gradient background here on the stopwatch. The current version looks pretty boring, and this is the new version. We've got two layouts here, one with this watch with a hand, and if I swipe towards the right, it is the previous version. It is just a counter here. And you can also see these are circles here and these are capsules here. Let me tap on start. This is how it looks. If I swipe towards the right, this is also running here, and this is how it looks. It looks very nice actually. Let's stop this and reset this. And now let's go to the timer. Again, here we have got the gradient background, and here these are in circles and these are in capsules. I'm not sure why is that so, because on the previous tab, you can see these were in capsules and these are in circles. And that's different over here. And when I select a particular timer, you can see the start button lights up here. If it is at 0, then it is not lighting up here. There we go. Now when the alarm rings, if the phone is unlocked, this is how it's going to look. You can see that transparent background here on the newer version, and on the older version we don't have that transparency. This is more of a frosted glass effect that we have. And when the alarm is in snooze, you can see it's in the live notification on the newer version. I can tap on this to expand this alarm, whereas here it is actually not in the live notification. Let me just go to the notifications here. Yeah, here it is. So this is the alarm which is snoozed, and I'll have to tap on this notification here. Whereas on the newer version, the snooze alarm is right over here on the live notification. Next, you can see we have got another brand new feature here on the newer version. Let me show you this. This says group related alarms. When I swipe towards the right, it has got one more suggestion. Use the weather as the background for new alarms. we'll be able to set alarm backgrounds. Let me tap on this. Here it says to use your local weather as your alarm background, you need to allow the weather app to access your location. And once you allow it, it will show up right over here. You can see these are the featured backgrounds. We had all these colors before, and now we have got the weather background right over here. I just selected this. Now I did try this. I did set the alarm background as weather, but for some reason it was not showing up the weather information. Maybe once we have the stable version on One UI 8.5, this weather background feature should be working. As soon as you wake up in the morning, when you look at your phone to turn off the alarm, you will know what is the weather like. So that's a pretty cool information, a pretty cool feature which Samsung has added. Just imagine on this one application, Samsung has added so many things. What about the whole One UI 8.5? So that is going to be a very exciting upgrade. If you want to stay updated with everything, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find this video informative. Now I'll be posting a few more videos. Okay, check this out. We do have the predictive back gestures here. Okay, look at this. Yes, it is working on the system application as well, which is definitely good to know. There it is. So, okay, I was saying if you want to stay updated with everything that's happening with your phone, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and don't forget to download our wallpaper application, Wallverse. I will be posting some more videos about the other APKs, the other applications like we have got Reminder and the Calendar application. Stay tuned for those videos as well. Thanks for watching. You guys take care and stay safe. Cheers. Bye-bye.